Executive Director for United Nations Women. It's supposed to be a fun committee. It's supposed to be something that transcends all the boundaries that are imposed for women on women. And I'm looking forward to a very fruitful debate session. Now, I've basically, just to make sure that my credentials match to the standard, I've represented India in Thailand, Qatar Leadership Conference. I've taken part in a lot of international conferences such as Harvard, Man as well, and one over there. I have crossed over 110 conferences approx, and I'm looking forward to actually learning something from you all and teaching something new in return. So we'll be following the UNA USA ROP system. And I just want to know before we start off, are there any first timers in the committee? It's completely fine. You can be frank with me. I love having first timers in the committee. Okay, Tamanna, thank you so much for trusting me, Tamanna. That means a lot. Okay. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Guncha?
Ma'am, it's Guncha.
Guncha. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Guncha, for trusting me. Eklavya,
Alright,
great.
ma'am.
Sahara, great. Pavan, great. Okay, Pernil is as well a first timer. That's great. And the rest of you all, may I just know your experience approximately?
Ma'am, one thing I wanted to correct you about is I raised my hand for a doubt. I'm not a first
May I know who that is?
MUN.
Can I just know
Guncha.
who? Okay, Guncha, go ahead. So sorry.
Yeah. Ma'am, I wanted to ask you, will we be having position papers in the committee or you are leaving it completely to us?
I'm leaving it completely to you guys. If you guys do want to send position papers, please do go ahead. If not, that's completely fine as well. Not an issue.
So then we have a choice among recommendation, analysis, and research paper, right?
Yes. And basically for the committee's end session, we'll be having a committee report since draft resolutions are not accepted in UN Women. So that's one thing that in case you guys have a doubt regarding draft resolutions, that's not going to be the system for our committee. Okay.
Ma'am, what if we have a press release instead?
Yeah.
That's fine. Press releases are fine. That's completely fine.
Fine, then we'll go
Let's
with
go
it.
ahead with press release as well. Yes, Pernil.
Do will be marked upon the position paper?
No,
Like, is
absolutely
it
not. That's why
marked?
I've kept it optional. If it was marked upon, I would have kept it mandatory. But I've kept it completely optional. So it's up to you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just for the betterment of the executive board to understand your stance. So in case you want to send it, do send it across. That's not an issue. Okay. Moving ahead, may I just know the rest of the committee's experience so I get a ballpark figure as to how many? So Aryan or Guncha, if you guys want to say, or Sneha.
I've been in 12 or 13 MUs.
Perfect. Sneha.
Including offline and
It will be my 13th MUN.
Perfect. Guncha.
Ma'am, it will be my 18th MUN.
Perfect. That makes sense. Very nice. Okay, so I expect you guys to kind of lead the committee a bit because you guys are experienced. So do keep in mind that we have a lot of first timers. So I'm looking forward to you guys actually taking lead in the committee.
Right, ma'am. We've already had few
Definitely, ma'am.
meets with the delegates.
Yes, ma'am.
And the
So you
lobbying
guys
is going pretty
already
well. Yeah,
Okay.
we've had a meet just now before this session, and we've been doing lobbying across with a group.
We decided the topics and the solutions, and then that will be having a PR. And I also sent in a voice message for those who are not comfortable with what a press release actually is.
Okay,
Right,
that's
so we've covered a
that's
lot of things.
okay. Before we go ahead, Adi, can you just allow me to share screen so I can just share screen the UNA USR?
Sophia, I mean, we already had the UNA USA ROPs done. I mean, we had a session on 14th. So, I mean, this can only be
Oh,
a
you guys are
committee
done with
specific session.
Okay, this is a committee specific session. I thought it's an
Yeah.
ROP session.
No,
Do you guys
ROP
have any
session has
doubts?
been done.
Perfect.
Ma'am, I
Thank
have
you.
a doubt actually.
Go ahead, Sneha.
Ma'am, the chit system, how are we supposed to send the chits via EB, that is personally or on the group?
Perfect. That's a great question. Okay, so for my committees, I actually follow it via the email system. I'll be making an email address specifically for this committee. All the chits will have to be sent to the email address if you want it to be sent via EB. And in case you just want to send it to the delegate, use Zoom chat or the WhatsApp feature. That's up to you all.
Right.
But if you want it to be counted, do send it via the email address. Also, we'll be having a cap on the specific number of chits. For procedural chits, you can have as many as ever you want. For substantive chits, we'll be having a cap of 15 since it's 1-day conference. More than that, substantive chits, I don't think that'll be possible also for you guys to send. Yes, Guncha.
Ma'am, what if we send the chits directly through the group because we'll be having the rapporteur already present there? It would be much easier.
Actually, email would be better for me because I mark all the chits as well. So I'll be sharing my marking scheme with you all right now. you'll get to know because I mark the chits. Each chit is marked out in a parameter way. So it's better if you send it by email. It becomes easier for us to like, navigate through how many chits have been sent by which delegate.
So, ma'am, via EB, basically those chits that we specifically want to send to the executive board and those chits that we want to refer to the diplomats of other countries, we'll have to send it via the group.
Yeah, via the group is fine. That's completely
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
The one that you want us to specifically see, you would let us know by email.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
and also if
No
you send it
issues.
via EB, can we CC the delegate on the private number instead of the group? Because
sounds like a
group
great
is
idea.
actually
Do
it
that.
spams a lot, so we'll be distracted by the
Yeah. That makes sense. Do CC it to the delegate. That's completely fine.
personal.
Okay. I will just quickly.
and substantive chits, I'm so sorry, POIs and substantive chits, both we can send through like on the Gmail. Like on
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Yes, that's right. Okay, I'll quickly share my marking scheme. Especially since for the first timers, do you guys have any doubts regarding the ROP session? I hope it was clarified completely. Like Stuti, Adya, do you guys have any doubts regarding the ROP?
It's my third Indian, so yeah, I don't get much.
I'm sorry, you're not audible at all. Was someone speaking? I'm so sorry, you're not audible at all.
I'm Stuti. I'll be representing Iceland. This is my third MAN, so like I don't really have a doubt for my first time.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Thank you so much, Stuti. Okay, I'll quickly. Yes, Tamanna, go ahead.
What is a position paper?
Okay, a position paper is basically a description of your stance on the agenda that is present. So it basically has a brief about the agenda, the objectives behind it, your past actions, a global impact, performance. So all these categories are fixed into it. I'll quickly share the position papers format as well on the group after this meeting is done. So don't worry about that.
Is it a single delegate who has to do, or is it that everybody has
No,
to do
a
together?
single delegate has to write their own position paper. So like the position paper, like the name suggests, it's the delegate's position on the agenda that is given. So it's basically like sort of like a brief, very small brief analysis, doesn't extend 1.5 pages at all. It's a very brief analysis about what your delegate's position is on the agenda that is given. I'll share an example with you of the position paper, Tamanna, don't worry. In case you have any doubts afterwards, you can ask me, ma'am, I have doubts regarding this position paper, I'll help you out, don't worry. Okay, perfect. Yes, Adya.
Ma'am, will we be having questions during moderated caucus because a lot of executive board do allow that?
Absolutely not. The UNA USA doesn't permit question and answers during a moderated caucus, as all points are suspended. We will not be permitting questions during mods. So that will not be there. But in case, since it's the first time a committee, if all of you all want more questions during mods, do let me know right now itself. Then we'll amend the rules.
Ma'am, we've just had a discussion and a lot of us would like the POIs to be entertained in the mods as well.
So you guys want POIs during mods as well? Like all of you all are in agreement?
No,
Right.
not all of
Not all of us because a lot of delegates did not
can we
join.
can we raise a motion, and if everyone votes, then
Yeah.
at that point
Yeah,
we-
exactly. I'll do it in the committee. I'll do it in the
We'll do it
committee.
in the committee. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we can take like an amendment to the ROP, so we can raise a motion to that, and we can say perfect. Thank you so much, Adya. Yes,
I
Gunjan.
actually want to
Sorry. Yeah, Adya.
about working paper as well. Will we be having a working paper or not?
Yes, definitely. You can definitely have a working paper. That's completely up to you. Working paper is nothing but basically a piece of paper that that includes any sort of information that has been said in the committee. So you can have a more working paper after 2 moderated caucuses. You can have it at the end of the committee session. You can have it anytime. So don't worry. And there's no fixed format for it, so you can go wild with it.
Ma'am,
you
will
can-
the working papers be voted upon in the committee?
No, working papers are never voted upon in any committee. So remember that for all your MUNs, in case anyone goes ahead and votes, samajh lo pagal hai wo. So yeah, this working papers are never voted upon. Yes, are there any other question? Okay,
No,
perfect.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
Gunjan.
you.
Yeah, go ahead, Gunjan.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we decided unanimously that we'll be doing away with the point of orders because they're usually based on factual inaccuracies, and in online MUNs, they do not really make a sense. So, if you allow us, then we'll be having POI on each speech to make the committee even interesting. And in cases of special amendments, we can definitely ignore them, but we'll be having POIs with every speech so that it becomes more interesting and spicy.
That's fair. That's fair enough. Point of orders, anyways, on factual inaccuracies isn't recognized under UNA USA currently. EB just allow it because it's a protocol that we follow. So that's great. I think you guys have unanimously decided upon it. We'll have point of orders only on procedural errors, and we can definitely accommodate POIs on speeches that will be made. So that's not an issue at all. Any other questions before I show you guys my mark sheet? After that, you can have your hundreds of doubts that's going to come. Okay, perfect. So basically, this is how the marking scheme goes. Your GSL is voted upon out of 10. Point of orders will be voted upon out of 5. POIs asked will be voted upon 5. POIs answers will be voted upon 5. Moderate caucus speeches will be averaged to 10. Country's policy will be 10 marks. Shits, substantive shits only, procedural shits are not counted, will be marked out of 5. Lobbying session will be marked out of 5. Paperwork will be marked out of 10. Research and analysis 10 again. Research is 5, analysis is 5. Diplomatic courtesy is 5, and the total results to 18. Okay, is this clear? Yes, Gunja.
Ma'am, till now we were lobbying in an informal group altogether that we created for the very purpose of lobbying only. Now, do you want us to lobby in the main group that has been created for the Committee of UN Women so that you can add up your markings there?
That will be better if you guys lobby on the group itself.
And
however, the lobbying will also be dependent on how you lobby in the committee itself, how much influence you have in the committee. So that will be marked anyways based on the committee side. But
ma'am, we've decided the topic today itself, so it won't be a big deal.
I'm sorry?
We have decided the topics today itself, so we can start lobbying in the main group now, ignoring all that happened earlier.
Perfect.
So we'll just post all the topics we'll discuss so far in the group as well, and then we can continue discussion over there.
Yes, that sounds great. That sounds perfect. Okay, are there any doubts regarding the marking scheme? Your roll call sessions will obviously be marked. Post that this is the marking scheme that we follow. Your recognition every time you speak will be marked, and your entire verbatim, the gist of the speeches will be marked as well. So I'm the one who always takes down verbatim because I don't trust any rapporteurs. That's one thing that is my fault. So I don't trust any rapporteurs. I'll be noting down the verbatim just to ensure that you guys speak proper sense, and we'll be marking the POIs as well. So that's something there. Do you guys have any other doubts regarding this? Very simple. There's a mark sheet, there's a recognition sheet, and there's a verbatim part. So this is how the UN Women Committee will be flowing. I've shared the mark sheet with you before itself so that you guys are aware of which part you're supposed to give more importance to. So that's one thing. Yes, Gunja, do you have any other doubts?
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I just forgot to lower down my hand.
Perfect, not an issue. Okay. Another committee specific thing. Since you guys have already spoken about press releases and committee reports, I don't think I need to explain it further. Can I just know what sort of documentation was covered in the ROP session? Any one of y'all? I'm pretty sure the experienced ones wouldn't have even attended it. I'm asking for the first timers. Look at Aryan getting all like guilty, like, yeah, of course I didn't attend it. Are you stupid or what? Yes, Pernil.
Discuss about how the MUN works, what is the MUN, and we discuss about how the committee works, like roll call, GSL, mod call, mod. By the way, I'm not a first timer. I have been MUN.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. At least you attended the session, so that's great. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't have anything else committee-wise to say. I just have one thing to say that, please be collaborative on any approach that you take. I hope you guys know the agenda. I hope you've read the study guide. भगवान के वास्ते study guide पढ़ के आओ यार. इतनी मेहनत से बनाई है तो थोड़ा सा तो पढ़ लो. So do read the study guide. Do come all enthusiastic for the committee. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. If it gets too boring, we'll try to deviate thoda sa from the ROP if Aditya allows, and we'll see if we can have 1v1s or 2v2s or something just to spice it up. And we'll try to get some guest delegates also in case some delegates don't turn up or something. So do turn up, and nothing else. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to do fabulously well. It's something that I'm looking forward to. This conference, Aditya's conference, has always been something that I love attending. So yeah, yes, Gunja.
Ma'am, you'll notice that I'm constantly asking you doubts, but I want to clear each and everything. Are you planning to be flexible with the ROPs or very strict? Like, what is
So
the
I know
approach
that
towards?
I'm very stringent with ROPs, especially in HRCs, but considering it's a UN Women Committee, we might deviate a little because we have a lot of
Oh.
first timers also. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That only I wanted to confirm. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. Not an issue at all. Yes, Tamanna.
Regarding the rubrics, could you just explain that what is the paperwork and what are the different heads on which you'll be marking? Just can you explain that in brief?
Perfect. So lobbying will be your interaction with your other delegates. Lobbying means nothing but basically making friends. So it's seeing what your alliances are, what countries don't align with the foreign policy. So it's basically that. Your paperwork will be whatever you present in the committee, be it a working paper, be it a committee report, be it a press release. That is something that will be added in your paperwork. Research and analysis each have 5 marks, so it adds up to 10. Research is basically your groundwork, your basic foundation level research as to the statistics, the country's policy, all the stuff coming under that. Analysis is your application of that research. How are you applying it in the committee? What sort of solutions are you coming up with? Are you connecting it with the Beijing Declaration and stuff like that, or are you just basically just ranting about just the research stuff? So analysis is your application of the research that you get in. Diplomatic courtesy means your behavior and how diplomatic you are with other delegates. If you're like, oh god, this person is like the complete spitting image of Jinping and is a fathead, then you don't have diplomatic courtesy at all. If you are polite with other delegates, even though they're you're mean to you or something of that sort, then basically you have good diplomatic courtesy. Seeing it in as layman language as possible. Also, your diplomatic courtesy depends on how well you deal with the situation that is making you uncomfortable in the committee. Don't mean it physical or auditory level wise. I mean it when it's someone is attacking your committee, how attacking you in the committee, how well do you deal with it? That is something that I'll be judging in the diplomatic courtesy. Other than that, you just have your speeches. So your speeches are marked out of 10, 8 GSL and moderator caucus. Your chits are marked out of 5, and your point of orders and POIs are marked out of 5 as well. So yeah, that's a basic rubric that I follow. Each of your speeches verbatim will be marked by me itself. So in case there are any doubts, or in case there are any sort of problem regarding the prizes and awards, which we've never had per se, but in case there are there, then you can check with the verbatim itself. And if there's a speech that is absolutely preposterous, say Aryan says something stupid as hell, then I'll be putting a comment saying that Aryan didn't do this properly. So yeah, I'll be adding these sort of comments. Okay, Tamanna, perfect.
Just one more doubt. Actually, like regarding the paperwork, it will be done like when the immune is going on, and with it we'll be doing like when we'll be writing it, how would we like pass it on to you? Like even if we pass, will there be a necessity or will there not be a necessity? How do we come to know about that?
Okay, so when you're done with the paperwork, you will email me the paperwork so that I can once ratify it and then we can present it in the committee. So committee reports and press releases aren't voted upon. Draft resolutions are something that's voted upon, and we don't have draft resolutions. So it'll be simply, so say Tamanna, you write your assignment, you do your school assignment, you simply pass it to me via email. And then once I check it, I'll get to know whosoever's contribution is there involved in it. And I'll be present while you'll be making the paperwork as well. So I'll be diligently seeing who is contributing what, who is active in the lobbying session and everything. Okay, Tamanna, you'll get a hang of it when it flows. Like you'll get to know, start observing a little bit how the lobbying sessions are happening. I know it's a little bit tricky, but I'm pretty sure you'll get a catch on it. You're very smart about it. Okay, yes. Before Gunja asks her next question, I'll ask Aryan to ask the question.
Yeah. Will we be negatively marked for like you telling stupidity, which I'll never do, but will we be negatively marked for anything?
You won't be negatively marked, but you'll be thrown out of the committee, okay, for 5 minutes.
Okay. And secondly,
but,
one more doubt, like about the foreign policy. Like this is not a like very controversial topic. It's like a common topic. So like, I mean, foreign policy like affect us very much because like I mean this is an issue that every nation is facing and every nation is wanting to solve it. Like there will be no nation who doesn't want to solve gender inequality. Right. So like foreign policy, will it like matter that much?
Okay, foreign policy does matter a lot because you also need to understand that a problem doesn't get solved ekdam aise na ke baith gaye aur problem solve ho gaya. So even if they are agreeing to solve the issue or get women empowerment in Russia suddenly, like DPRK Russia suddenly like will not have any violence against women, how are they going to mitigate the situation also matters. So the solutions that they come up with specifically will actually define that foreign policy. So that's how I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, cool. And one last thing, you like we have a press release. So press release is unanimous, right? So how will you mark it? Like who is giving the points for like?
Right.
You just
So
write all the
that
authors, no?
you'll be sending me the press release regardless, right? But in case it's a unanimous, in case it's a unanimous press release, but when you're formatting the press release or forming it, either one of the vice chairpersons or I will be definitely present over there. And the press release ka marking is such that even committee report ka marking is such that तुम्हारे जो ये contributions होते हैं, that is marked separately, so that we get to know who is contributing what, and also the overall presenter of the certain thing will also be important, especially for a committee report. Press release, so I'll only be announcing in the committee, so that is not going to be depending on who is actually presenting it in the committee. But yeah, your contributions will definitely be marked because I'll be present throughout the committee.
So like
So ma'am,
just last one question, Farishna. So like if USA and DP, let's say USA and Iran are making a press release together on this topic, so will both ka foreign policy will be violated? Matlab,
Up to you.
okay.
You decide. Is it, if it's getting violated, then you know it's getting violated. But if it's a very good press release, then you are also getting to understand that these people are violating the foreign policy to mitigate it this way. अपना फायदा देखो ना पहले, because even if
So we can
US
have more than one press release. That means.
हाँ, unlimited, not an issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Individual also.
Should individual press release is also definitely there. Should the paperwork be sent after the whole session of month? No. So basically, the last session is when I'm looking for the paperwork to be sent. It's a one-day committee, so I think there are 3 or 4 sessions in the last session. Okay, yeah, Sneha, go ahead.
Right. So, ma'am, as mentioned by Aaron, so I thought like what I had known was the press release is something that is a unanimous document, which is we don't have authors in it. So, do we mention who has given each point in the press release, or how do we work on with credentials?
Since we're having we don't have a fixed number of press releases, I would appreciate if you guys would actually at least mention who it is. If not in the press release itself, do let me know who has authored it, because the format of the press release doesn't really have authors. It's just simply the content which is there in the topic. So yeah, but in case, do let me know so that it's better for me to actually judge it. Yeah, that'd be better. Yeah. Aryan, you have another question?
No, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Perfect. Yes, Avni.
Actually, I couldn't hear you during the time of when you were telling about cheating system.
I want you to send me the substantive chits via email. I'll send you the email address where to send it to.
And via EB chits also there only to send, right?
So EB chits only via email. If you want to send it only to a delegate and you don't want it to get counted by the EV, send it directly to the delegate via Zoom or WhatsApp. That's your choice.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes, Goncha, your question.
Ma'am, do you want us to submit the paperwork before the committee or during the committee?
During the committee. Please, during the committee.
Okay. And ma'am, one more thing is that I have just dropped in the moderated caucus topics that have been decided by us unanimously. Please go through them.
Definitely, I'll definitely go through them. And I will let you know if something is out of the mandate. I'll tell you guys immediately. Otherwise, once and I will go through it right now.
And ma'am, what should be the limit of the documentation? Like 1 or 2 pages maximum?
There's no limit. Absolutely no limit. I'm not keeping
it. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. And you guys have decided that press release is going to be at the end of it. Does everyone know how to make a press release?
Ma'am, for all those who didn't know what a press release is, I have sent in a voice message in the group, and if they have any further queries, then if you allow me, I'll solve it for them.
Goncha, can you do me a favor and send a voice note on the main group as well, so that you know the people are not there and can benefit from it. Perfect. Yes. So it's nice how that you guys are leading the committee yourselves. It's like you don't even need me type thing. So I love that. You guys are all geniuses in that terms. Any other doubts? Otherwise, we can definitely end the session. 30-minute session is anyways too long only. Yes, Tamanna, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, but I have 2 questions. The first one is if we have to send the oh god, I'm stammering so much. If we have to send the chit via EB, what could be the possibility that will be marked wrongly, or what is the possibility that we lose mark, because even if we send it personally, because it's my first time, I don't know how the procedure works.
Mhm.
So what will be the marking scheme if I send it via you and if I send it personally? How is it different?
Okay, so there are two ways that you can send a question. Say you're asking a question to Sneha and you want the question to be marked by the EVA. You will send it to me via email so that I can recognize that yes, Tamanna has sent a chit and that will be marked specifically. But if you don't want it to be marked by me because you think that it's an arbitrary question, it doesn't need the EVA's attention, because whenever you're calling the executive director's attention, it's only to something which is very important. So if you think that it's something which is a callous question or something that's arbitrary in nature, you can directly send it to Sneha and Sneha will answer back to you without actually getting the notice of the EV. Now coming to the chances that it will be marked, it will not be marked. 110% will be marked. I'm very scrupulous when it comes to the marking system. So 110%, there's not going to be any chit that's going to be missed out. Don't worry.
Also, one more doubt regarding the paperwork while it's being done via the MUN. What are the things that we noted during the MUN, like by what other countries say regarding our foreign policy or something?
So you need to take a note of whatever the other countries are saying about you, primarily because you need to rebuttal that. So just like debate competitions, where let's say you start rebutting other people's points, you will have to do that during the session as well. That is when your analysis point comes into the play, and that is when your maximum marks you fetch. So in case you're just having GSS speeches and you're not speaking about any other country's policy and everything like that, if it's a very dry speech and there's no masala, then there's no point on it. So do have some drama, but don't have Aryan type drama where he just starts attacking everyone. Yeah, so that's one thing. Okay. Also, guys, I don't know him from before. I'm just assuming that is the type of delegate he is because he's already hinted towards it. So this is how you start analyzing, guys. So whenever you go to new MUN, start analyzing whatever people are going to be there around you. It always helps. Okay, perfect.
Ma'am, just a question about that. Will we have right to reply? Like
yes,
on what?
definitely.
Like if on a simple question, or like like right to reply is when you're personally hurt, or like
personally hurt. Yeah, personally grievance is right to reply. A question by follow up, so definitely I'll allow one follow up for sure.
And ma'am, do you want us to ask for your permission after every point of information, or we have it by default, the right to reply on a particular point of information?
Right to reply on a point of information is not there. A follow-up question. Follow-up, you can. So follow-up, you'll have to ask permission, but to answer the question, you don't need permission.
Okay, ma'am. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. Guys, are there any other questions I can answer? Tamanna's thinking so hard. She's like, do I have a question? Yes, Pernil, go ahead.
What do you mean by plea to follow up? Like we have to ask something.
Yeah, okay. Say Amog asks me, Sophia, what is your favorite fruit? And I say, Amog, my favorite fruit is mango. And Amog asks me the plea to follow up, and then you're the chairperson, you're like, granted. Then Amog will ask me, why is mango your favorite fruit? Because he's trying to like lengthen the question. So that is a plea to follow up that you ask. It's like a question to the question that was asked.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. That was such a first grade wala example, but I am hoping you guys are smarter than first graders. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Tamanna. Yes, let's go, Tamanna. Ask the question.
I'm so sorry. I just had a doubt that is it on the delegate that whenever he wants, he can move from mod to unmod, or is this a specific process for it?
There's a specific process for it. After doing one mod or unmod, you always revert to the GSL. And once some speeches of the GSL are done, then you revert to mod or unmod. तुम खुद ही सोचो ना ऐसे तुम, it's not like you're walking into a garden and everything you want you'll do. Some specific process will be there so that you'll understand with the flow of the debate, but it's always after one moderated caucus or an unmoderated caucus, you always revert to the GSL just to get some stability back into the picture. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Any other questions? Could we
one last thing, it is random and not so like will we have a motion of entertainment? I know it's a one day.
I was just gonna ask this. So I was just gonna ask if you guys want an MOE. Adi, are we allowed?
Yes, Sophia, you are allowed. I mean, this is the last Zoom meeting for the day. I mean, I can just stop the recording. You have the floor.
Not right now in the committee.
Kar lo yaar. Koi problem nahi. I mean, we have already arranged some socials for you all, by the way, and posters are already out on our Instagram page. So theek hai. And sab bandost hai yaar. This is Manhattan, Sophia. I mean, you know us.
Manhattan, yaar.